Oh, let's go. Yeah, good morning, Roll Gang.
And welcome on in to this episode of the Weekday Wake and Bake.
Yes, ma'am. Super excited to be back with a fresh week of Weekday Wake and Bakes, where we go live every weekday morning with all the Roll Gangsters. So excited to see you guys. Today is Good News Monday, which is a great source of positivity to kick off all of our weeks on this beautiful Monday morning here in Las Vegas, Nevada, or wherever you're consuming the show. I am Processor Sky, joined by my beautiful, loving co-host, Rachel.
Good morning.
How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing good. I got lots of sleep, so I'm feeling rejuvenated. Got a nice coffee made by yours truly. Thank you for that. And I'm ready to get into the news that we have for today.
I am as well. Really excited. I love Good News Monday because it's a great source of positivity to kick off the week on the right foot. Just the latest and greatest in positive news. You know, sometimes the real news can get kind of grim and a little bit, negative. So we like to come on live on the Weekday Wake and Bake.
A little bit?
Yeah, honestly, it's kind of tragic most of the time, but...
Definitely tragic a lot of the times. But that's why we come in and bring some good news to switch it up, switch up the vibes, and share the good things that are happening, not just the bad.
Yeah, so Good News Monday, and let the show commence. Let's get this thing going officially. Welcome on into a fresh episode of the Weekday Wake and Bake, where we are blessed to have a woke, so we are blessed to have a smoke. It is officially Good News Monday, which means your latest and greatest in good news. Positive energy news, positive energy on the show. We have one question we'd like to ask you guys before Rachel gets on into the sponsors of the show, the ones that make it happen for the Weekday Wake and Bake and help out the Roll Gangsters along the way. What's the question of the day today, Rachel, that you'd like to ask the Roll Gangsters?
The question today is, what is your good news from this past week?
What is your good news of the week? Would be absolutely elated to hear what y'all have been up to, we'd love to derive some of our positive energy and share it with the rest of the Roll Gangsters for your very own good news. So let us know while Rachel's reading off the ad reads, what is your good news of the week? Any good news from your life or from something that you're a fan of. Any type of good news is accepted and appreciated in the comments section wherever you are consuming this episode. So what's the sponsors of the show?
Absolutely. Let's get on into that. As usual, the sponsors of the show are WWnB University, the very first cannabis college. Great place to go get all of your cannabis knowledge if you're wanting to get into the industry, which is budding and growing, and it could really benefit you years down the road by doing so. So don't forget about the promo code Rolling Spoon, which is one word for 10% off of your tuition there. And then, of course, the Rolling Spoon, the handy-dandy cannabis multi-tool that helps you seal a deal and roll a dime every single time.
Absolutely. So WWnB University is the first ever cannabis college. You can really, if you're trying to claim your stake in this budding industry, WWnB is the place to go because some of the industry's finest moguls are the professors. The courses were designed by some of the people that have already made their permanent stake in this industry. You know, the horticulture course is brought solely by the grow legend Greg Rosenthal, highly considered the greatest cannabis grower of all time. taught Berner himself how to grow cannabis, and Berner's the guy who made cookies, So, making major waves over at Oaksterdam University. And I'm about to use my handy dandy cannabis multi-tool to roll up a dime here on the show. Got hella rolling spoons with us, as always, brought to you by Oaksterdam University and the handy dandy cannabis multi-tool, the rolling spoon. So this morning, of course, as we mentioned, is Good News Monday, which means Rachel went and collected your latest and greatest in good news. I have no idea what it is we're about to read through, but I can't tell you how excited I am to hear the stories you collected for us.
Are you just excited because you didn't have to do them today?
Well,
or
that too, for sure. But also, I love being surprised by you. You always get great stories. And I think it makes the show more like authentic whenever I'm actually reacting to the stories that we have.
Yeah, that is true.
So really fucking excited what you have to share with us. What are the summary of a couple of the stories? We got good news from.
Well, we've got good news about a disease, I guess you could say. We've got good news about a bill that was passed. And we have good news about finding something.
Let's go.
That's sounds like a little hint.
Yeah, that sounds like a really fun episode. I'm really excited to get on into the first Good News Monday story, the first news story of this fresh week of Weekday Wake and Bakes. Let's go. Let's hear it. What do you think, Rach?
All right. Well, the first story is about tiny batteries that have shown to, in quotes of the article, obliterate breast cancer, but in mice.
Whoa.
So basically what's
Holy
happened
shit.
is these scientists, these doctors come up with a new way that they're trying to cure breast cancer. It was the one that they started with. And they basically have taken these little tiny batteries and implanted them in the mice that have
breast
forms
cancer.
Of breast cancer, yes. And then it creates an oxygen-free target to kill the cells. So they inject salt water into the surrounding area around the batteries that causes the batteries to consume oxygen, which then singles out the cancer cells and creates a condition called hypoxia.
Hypoxia for the cancer cells.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Which has gone to show that it has helped within 14 days. It basically cleared the whole mouse.
No, that's genius. Cancer. That's fucking genius. So they're creating a contrast in the environment surrounding normal cells and a prospective cancer cell, a cancer area, and then they inject the salt water to kill all of the cells in the area. And since the batteries are creating a different solution, it's attracting all of the salt water to the area of need. Mm-hmm. That's pretty fucking genius.
It is. And I mean, it is just a study that's been done in mice right now, so it's not humanly tested or anything yet, but it is showing great results, and they're looking to move that forward to be able to build the data and support that they need to be able to start doing this on humans who really need it. So
really fucking need it.
It is. It's really cool.
Yeah. It's massive news because cancer is still the number one killer in our country. You know, the number one cause for death is cancer. And breast cancer is one of them. Like, someone near and dear to my heart in my hometown Jewish congregation, we lost her way too early to breast cancer. And I know she had the money, the love, and the resources to give it a real attempt, but science just didn't have enough. You know what I mean? Science just didn't have enough to help her. I remember she had she had boobs. And then it was like really traumatic for our whole entire congregation whenever she lost them, and it still didn't even save her life.
Yeah.
So like really, we're kind of as humans super desperate for solutions to this problem.
We are. I mean, too many people are dying from forms of cancer, and I feel like I know that there's a bunch of conspiracy theories, and people are like, oh, they have the cure, but because of money. And I know that money plays a huge part in all of this, but like I just think that I honestly like just can't remember a life without people dying from cancer or without hearing about it, you know? Like
It's never happened.
Yeah, and I just feel like too many people's lives are being lost, and we need to get this together and really figure out ways to actually help without killing these people while they're still alive, you know?
Yeah.
So
like all we have is chemo right now, which is like you said,
yeah,
basically killing them anyway.
Yeah. So some promising news. And
very fucking promising.
Hopefully they can.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Inject a bunch of mini batteries to draw the water, the salt water, in the right direction, creating a hypertonic solution within your cells, killing. It's like basically a giant bomb for a specific cell group. Absolutely love this news story. Great pickup on this one. A very, very promising study conducted on mice to cure their breast cancer. Wow. Obliterated, you said.
Obliterated, yeah, that's what they said.
Obliterated. Love to hear it.
Like in the article, it showed the different scans and stuff, like first day, third day, 7th day, 14th day. And you can, like, it's very clear on the scans that it's working, so.
That could be a game changer.
It could be. We'll see. Only
Stay
time
tuned.
will tell.
Damn straight. What's the next story here on this beautiful Good News Monday?
This next story comes from Colorado, where a wild horse bill has been passed with huge majority of politicians supporting the laws to protect the state mustangs.
Wow.
You know, the free ones that go around. There's apparently a huge virus that hit a lot of them, killing thousands of them. And so they're putting these laws in place, and also to keep people from, like, hunting them down or trying to take a horse as their own, you know. If you have a wild horse, you cannot take that horse and, like, make it your horse now. Like, they have to be free.
You can't just catch a horse.
No.
I don't know how that works. I feel like you should be able to just catch a horse if you can earn their trust. But also, I love that they're like passing bills for these horses.
Yeah,
you know?
Because I mean, like, have you ever been to a beach and there's just wild horses and stuff? Like, it's just beautiful and majestic, and they are beautiful and majestic creatures. So,
honestly,
I think it's good that they're trying to protect them.
Yeah, super excited for the horses. A great place to go visit if you love wild mustangs. The newly legal place for mustangs to roam in Colorado.
Pretty cool.
Super exciting for that. We got one last news story about something crazy.
Lost but found.
Lost but found. But before we get on into it, gotta give a major shout out to the sponsors of the show, because they help out the Roll Gangsters and make the Weekday Wake and Bake possible. We got the first ever cannabis college and the predominant place to gain your cannabis knowledge, Oaksterdam University. Use promo code Rolling Spoon for 10% off your industry tuition, because the Rolling Spoon not only helping you get your education over at the first ever cannabis college, the Harvard of cannabis, but also helping us to roll a dime every single time. The Rolling Spoon Cannabis Multi-Tool. All right, what's the last piece of good news here on this Good News Monday?
Well, first we have a comment from Rob saying, "Good morning, gang."
Shout out the homie
Good
Rob
morning,
Hine in the
Rob.
building.
We've got Callie 420 Love. Good morning, Vegas.
Let's
Good
go,
morning.
Callie.
And then we've got Herman Briggs. Hope you both are having a wonderful day. Much love to you both. Thanks for all your time.
Aw, Herm, you're the best. With the love of the show, the chat champ of the day, the homie Herman Briggs, chilling in the chat. Absolutely appreciate that beautiful comment here on this Good News Monday. It's our signature to spread positivity today, so really appreciative for all the great comments. What's the last story we got?
The last story is about a second grader who vanished while camping in Michigan. He is with his family after 150 rescuers, all by land, air, and water. So they had people on the ground, they had people up above, and helicopters and stuff looking for this boy, and people out on boats looking for him. He was found 2 miles away from the campsite, safe and sound. He was able to withstand the elements that he faced during his time away from his family, I guess. And
how long?
He was gone for, it said, like 2 nights and 3 days.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow, this kid's living like Hatchet.
Yeah.
He was out in the woods by himself?
Yeah, but 150 people, rescuers, were looking, and he was found 2 miles away.
He didn't want to be found. How could you 2 miles? Like, you could hear someone yell from 2 miles away.
The thing is like, he's a second grader too, you know. I could totally see him being out there being like, I'm just gonna go explore for a little bit, but then...
That's a long time.
Yeah.
Oh, I would love his story. Wouldn't you? Like, because second graders, they don't have rationality, but they can explain what was going on in their head.
Yeah.
You know? Maybe it was something...
Maybe an interview will come out with him or something, but it only happened like a day or two ago, so.
Amazing news, though. Kids, like, nothing is as satisfying as saving a kid's life, like creating the opportunity for the potential of, him to do something great.
I cannot even imagine being his parents in that situation.
Fact.
If their kid is lost in the woods, I would be thinking worst case scenario 100%. Like, I would...
It's scary
I don't
as
know
shit.
what I would do, but thankfully he's back home, safe and sound with his family in Michigan, and he's got some stories to tell.
Holy shit. We gotta hear his story. Do we have a name? No name of the kid.
No, his name was on it.
Yeah, he's probably too young to share the name and shit, but awesome news story. We got a kid saved by 150 targeters. We got horses getting a bill passed in Colorado, and we've got a really promising possible solution for cancer. Really beneficial in mice, but really excited to get on into a new week of Weekday Wake and Bakes with the Roll Gangsters. We got Good News Monday in the bag, and tomorrow we're going to get a little reviews day going. We're going to review some of the latest and greatest products here in the Las Vegas cannabis legal market.
What was your good news? From the question that we asked at the beginning of the show, which was, what was your good news from the week? So, what's your good news from this week?
My good news from this week is... honestly, I don't know, getting to spend yesterday in the reception area. I had a really nice half day bud tending at my job, but then I got to spend half of my day chilling in reception. It's not necessarily as entertaining or as fun as bud tending, but I definitely got a lot of my energy back. Because I can just kind of like fall asleep in my chair and watch YouTube videos or TV shows. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. That was good news, getting to spend the day, instead of bud tending, selling the weed, I was checking people into the dispensary at the front desk. It was a lot of fun. What about you? What's your good news of the week?
My good news is that I went to one of my little bucket list places around Vegas that I've been wanting to go to. Sam and I went to Lake Mead, and we were paddleboarding for the whole day, and it was just...
It was really Willow Beach.
Was that what it was called?
Yeah, Willow Beach. It's connected to Lake Mead, obviously. It's the Colorado River. We were like, it's this beautiful, picturesque, like, because, you know, it wasn't a lake. The walls surrounding us on both sides, like, that shit.
It was beautiful. The water was beautiful. It was like the most perfect day. Super sunny, but not like too hot. The water was freezing cold, though.
Freezing.
But we both went in all the way.
We took our ice plunges.
Yeah, that was rejuvenating. Talk about being rejuvenated. That was nice. And then up at Boulder City, we went there afterwards. And it was just such a cute little like town. They had different, like they had 2 different areas where there was live music and stuff. And
the hockey games.
The hockey game was on. People were cheering. We could definitely tell when Vegas scored. So.
Shout out the Vegas Golden Knights moving on. We were in Boulder City for that game. The one where they went up 3-2. And we sat down to watch. They were down. Well, they just won 4-2 yesterday. But we sat down and they were down. It
was like 2-1.
2-1. And then all of a sudden we sat down and they scored like 3 in a row.
Yeah, it was really crazy.
Really fucking crazy.
But that's my good
That's
news.
great good news. Absolutely love it. Definitely remember to, wherever in the comments section, wherever this is posted, would love to hear your good news. Start off your week with some positivity. But for the lovely Miss Rachel and your Processor Sky, your fabulous host to your morning Stony News Report, Sam and Rach, we hope you have a beautiful day.
Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you tomorrow for a reviews day. I'm nervous about it, but I'm excited. So we'll see you tomorrow, and have a great rest of your Monday. I know Mondays are hard, but
we got this.
We got this. Yeah, we got this.
We got this. Let's just emanate that love, positivity, and have a beautiful